みおみおみおなおなおみくえおみおみおみくえおななおみくえみくえなおみくえみくえみくえなおなみおみくえおみおななみなみなおみおみおみおなおなおみくえおみおみおみくえおななおみくえみくえなおみくえみくえみくえなおなみおみくえおみおななみなみなおなみなみおななおなみなみおなみなおなななみおなおみみおみおなみなみおななおなみなみおなみなおなななみおなおみみおみなおなみなみおななおなみなみおなみなおなななみおなおみみおみおなみなみおななおなみなみおなみなおなななみおなおみみおみなおみおみおみおなおなおみくえおみおみおみくえおななおみくえみくえなおみくえみくえみくえなおなみおみくえおみおななみなみなおみおみおみおなおなおみくえおみおみおみくえおななおみくえみくえなみくえみくえみくえななみおみくえおみなみなみなおおみおなおみおみおみおなおみくえくえおみおみくえくえなみおおみなみくえくえおみおなおみおみおみおなおみくえくえおみおみくえくえなみおおみなみくえくえみみおくえくえなおなおみみおくえくえなおなおおみみおくえくえなおなおおみおなおみおみおみおなみくえくえおみおみくえくえなみおおみなみくえくえ
Yeah, that's a sad song. I'm going to stop that. Well, welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Cricketoon. Normally, I don't stream on Friday nights due to work, but today's a special occasion because early access to Final Fantasy XIV's latest expansion, Dawntrail, which comes out next Tuesday, has gone live. So anyone who has pre-ordered Dawntrail can start playing it right now. That's what I intend to do tonight, and I figured I'd stream it. So that's why we have a stream. So yeah, it's gonna. Of course, this is gonna be a short stream, probably like 2, maybe 3 hours. Depends on how I'm feeling. But yeah. The main focus for tonight's stream, though, is I'm going to unlock Pictomancer, one of the 2 new classes that the expansion starts off or introduces, and then we'll dip into the main story quest. Here, one of my old friends on here has decided to come and say hi. Oh hey, Ralts just made an announcement in game. Oh, nice. Shame I'm already in an FC. Speaking of that, I need to cover that up. Or even better, maybe I should just shrink it down. Like that. No, we do need a picture there. Oh, hey, there's Ralts right there. Look at him. Working? It is. That noise going on there. It's too quiet. Second here. Oh. Someone's trying out their emotes. Ralts has decided to look like a dwarf. Yeah, Anton here's an old friend. I did some role playing with him years ago. I was making an image to block the chat in case someone decides to do something silly. And I see Ralts has unlocked Pictomancer himself. Nice. I'm trying to find the image that I used to cover up the bat. Enough I don't have it in this folder. Yeah, there it is. There. That there. Next on there. Red. Hurts everyone's eyes. But also because I like the color. It. We can make it unown. Hey, Reno, thanks for cricket tuning in. I appreciate it. How you doing tonight? Paul's still around. Sure. Make it the good old. There we go. That goes well. All right. Here we are, just chilling in Gridania. That. As I said earlier, Dawntrail, the latest expansion for Final Fantasy XIV, has entered early access, so anyone who's pre-ordered it gets to play it. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on for this short stream tonight. First thing I'm going to do, though, is figure out how to unlock Pictomancer, which is one of the new classes that this expansion has added. And I do know it's in Gridania. Guessing it's in Old Gridania. Probably stretch that chat out a little bit now. Oh, damn, that's laggy. That's laggy. Holy crap. Not laggy on my end, but I'm just seeing the stream preview, and it's looking a little slow. There it is, the Joy of Pictomancy, right outside of the Conjurer's Guild. Yeah, let's walk there. Aw, I was gonna say hi to them. Oh, they're unlocking Pictomancer. The Joy of Pictomancy. Okay, cool. It does give us some gear. There's its weapon. Ah, matron, help me. One more complaint this day, and I swear. Coding overload. Ah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay. So what do we need to do? I actually did drop some frames too. Maybe I need to drop this to not be 1080p. That'll probably be the best idea. Can't do that until I can't do that until I have to restart the stream to do that. So yeah, screw it. We'll just have to gun it. So if you see the stream get a little laggy, then apologies beforehand. Oh, there's my friend charging thunder. Having to summon a miss. Warn you that a Moogle's been making a nuisance of himself here in Gridania. Palmed Pest has been harassing adventurers in an attempt to rope them into some painting endeavor. Despite lack of interest, he refuses to give up. You're an adventuring sort, are you not? If so, you would be wise to give that Moogle a wide berth. Unless you are the artistic adventuring sort. I suspect he's still loitering in the Aetheryte Plaza if my tale has piqued your interest. Go to the Aetheryte Plaza and locate a Moogle. By this group of people watching a cutscene, this looks like the spot. I'm to be one of them. Poor Moogle. You there, Kupo. How would you like to do some painting? Not ordinary painting, mind you. Magicked painting, where your works come to life. Your imagination's the limit. They don't believe. Nope. They want nothing to do with that. Aw. Poor Moogle. Ah, Kupo nuts. Why won't anyone give me a chance? They could do so much good with the power of pictomancy. You had me at magicked painting. I might be interested in learning more about pictomancy. What did you say, Kupo? You're not pulling my palm, are you? You wish to know more about pictomancy? Truly? A full screen of Moogle right in my face. Shorten that up a bit. That kind of looks nice and professional. There, he's happy. Hooray, hooray! Name's Kupopo, and I'm extremely pleased to meet you, Kupo. I'm the inheritor of a Pictomancer's soul crystal, and I seek a creative individual who can carry on this arcane artistry. History lesson is in order. Pictomancy was conceived some 1500 years ago in the dusk of the 5th astral era. While other schools of magic that originated during that period, such as black and white, are expressions or caster's will, Pictomancy relies on something even more abstract, the imagination. By channeling aether into a concept held in the mind's eye, a Pictomancer can give form to the formless. Ooh. Oh. It's a bit tricky to wrap your head around, I know, and that's precisely why the great Archon Realm, founder of Pictomancy, incorporated the painter's tools into our art. Yeah, and that's a reference to Realm, one of the playable characters in Final Fantasy VI. She's exclusively a Pictomancer. Gifted artist as well as mage, Realm took up a brush instead of a staff and wielded aether like paint to give shape to her imaginings. In this way was Pictomancy born, a magical discipline unlike any other Kupo. Now, Realm was a charitable soul and never ever used her powers for self-serving ends. She dedicated her life to aiding and defending those in need. During the War of the Magi, Realm traveled the land and saved countless people with her Pictomancy, and it was for those deeds that she earned a place among the 12 Archons. How about it? Would you like to take up the Archon's noble legacy and become, dare I say it, a Realm Reborn? Sure. Let me have that brush. Wonderful, Kupo. Your enthusiasm warms my heart. As I have only one soul crystal, however, I must ensure that I entrust it to the right person. Therefore, before I grant you this dazzling opportunity, I require that you attend a job interview. Seek me out at the Carolyn Canopy and be sure to come prepared with your fanciest, pictomanciest answers for my flurry of very professional questions. Now there's people walking around. Alright, so I guess we head over to the Carolyn Canopy. Which is just down here, yeah. Ah, there you are. I would have invited you to my cozy little hovel and put out tea and biscuits. Except I don't have a cozy little hovel, or any home to speak of for that matter. Such is the life of ignorant Moogle, Kupo. I haven't a guild to my name either, so I can't order us tea and biscuits, but we can avail ourselves of a table. I just explained that, Reno. It's because it's early access for a new expansion for Final Fantasy XIV, and I want to play it, but I also want to stream it. Now pronounce this interview commenced, Kupo. Let's begin with the basics. Might I have your full name? Yes. The first option. Just missed that. That's all good. No worries. But yeah, that is why I'm streaming tonight. Even though I typically don't stream on Friday nights due to work. But despite that work was pretty busy today, I somehow have the energy to actually stream, so we're doing it. We'll have to lower the stream settings next time. I am getting errors in OBS that the coder is over. Shit, it actually did skip frames too. Not dropping frames. Dropping frames is... I haven't dropped any frames yet, but rendering and encoding I have lost a little bit. That just means the stream's gonna look choppy. It's gonna animate choppy anyway. Because I'm on 1080p. Probably next time I do a stream like this, I'll have to drop it down to 720p. Here, primary vocation. I'm in between jobs at the moment. I'm an adventurer. Adventurers are known to be a helpful lot, ever ready to aid those in need. You're the ideal temperament for a Pictomancer, Kupo. Moving along to the next question. How would you rate your artistic abilities? My stick figure drawings are second to none? I'll say above average. It's just fine, Kupo. For a Pictomancer's most vital asset isn't their artistic skill, but their vivid imagination. Speaking of imagination, let's try and put yours to work. Tell me the first thought that enters your mind when you hear the word Oogle. Furry little shites. Oh, we're not picking that one though. I'm not a mean person like that. Irrepressible cuteness. Yeah, we'll go with the top one, the fluffy one. Ah, yes, from the fluffy fur to the merry mannerisms. Barely see the Moogle in your mind, wheeling winsomely in the air. Yours is a rich imagination, Kupo. Now, this next question is very important. Someone's in trouble. What do you do? I'd probably go with the second one so we can figure out what the problem actually is. Indeed, a prudent approach, Kupo. If I may ask a follow-up question, can you share a recent example of when you approached a soul in distress? Come again? A hero who's been induated with complaints about my pictomancy pitches? Yup. Yeah, that's rather disheartening, Kupo. But this isn't about me. What's important is that you are not want to ignore the plight of another. That willingness to serve a greater purpose and emulate Archon Realm's example is the key to becoming a truly talented Pictomancer. Having considered your answers, I'm thrilled to report you've passed my interview with flying colors, Kupo. I'm certain you will bear our legacy and admirably. Deem you worthy of the Soul Crystal. However, I should warn you that it comes with some proverbial strings attached. A bit of emotional baggage, too. See, several moons ago, I got into a terrible argument with my best friend. We went our separate ways, and I've not seen her since. I could meet her again, try to reconcile more than anything, so if we hear aught of her during our journey together, I'd like you to lend me a helping hand. Yeah, sure. Still willing to train as a Pictomancer with this condition in mind, then the Soul Crystal is yours. Just say the word, Kupo. And a set of equipment. Hopefully it fits, Kupo. The expansion officially releases next Tuesday, July 2nd. But anyone who's pre-ordered it gets to play it right now. There. We have now unlocked the Pictomancer. Just simply by swapping that, we are now completely naked. Now we're not completely naked. That's convenient that I still had this set kicking around. I guess I didn't even need that coffer. Right, now let's make this a new gear set. Ooh, let's move this up. There we go. Lost a set? Nope. Nope. Just that the coffer that he gave me originally gave a level 80 item level 115 or 515. equip set, but then when I went to do recommended gear up here, it equipped my item level 530 set, which I apparently still had in my armory chest, so I technically didn't need it. But I did need the weapon in order to actually trigger the Pictoman, in order to be able to become a Pictomancer. So there's that. We'll get that done. Oh, now I need to fix up all my bloody hotbars. Need those. We don't need the play guide. Sure cast. Alright, so let's read this job gauge detail. That's this shenanigans here. Painting their imaginings upon a canvas and bringing them to life through magic by utilizing a creature canvas, the weapon canvas, and the landscape canvas. A variety of effects can be produced. This would be the creature, this is the weapon, and this is the landscape. Probably help if my cursor was actually visible. So yeah, this is creature, this is weapon, this is landscape. Creature motifs are painted on the creature canvas and can be rendered to life through living muse, simultaneously granting a depiction of the rendered motif. Assembling depiction of palm and depiction of wings creates a Moogle portrait, allowing the execution of Mog of the Ages. Weapon motifs are painted on the weapon canvas and can be rendered to life through steel muse. Hammers painted on the canvas. Striking muse can be performed, allowing the execution of hammer stamp. Landscape motifs are painted on the landscape canvas and can be rendered to life through scenic muse. When a starry sky is painted on the canvas, starry muse can be performed, increasing the damage dealt by self and party members. Basically, these two do damage while this one grants buffs. I'm guessing that's what it is. And for this, palette gauge and white paint can be accumulated by executing certain aether hue spells. Once your palette is sufficiently saturated with aether, you consume a portion of the palette gauge to execute subtractive palette, which will temporarily alter the properties of your aether hue spells, significantly enhancing them. Additionally, white paint can be spent to execute Holy in White. A training dummy somewhere. Probably try to figure this out. Holy in White. Quickly dash 15 yalms forward. Oh, that's cute. Shame it has a 20-second cooldown. Okay, I see. Fire in red is single target. Fire 2 in red is multi-target. Action cannot be assigned to a hotbar. Well, funny enough, you actually did assign it to my hotbar. Let's see here. Actions and traits, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so tempera coat. Level 88 eventually becomes Tempera Grassa. Or no, that enables at 88 because Grassa removes the coat to create a barrier around self and nearby party members. Neat. Oh, okay, now I see, yeah. Coat gives you the barrier, which absorbs 20% of maximum HP. And then Grassa removes the coat and then gives a different barrier to you and nearby party members, which absorbs 10% of maximum HP. So you can either give yourself a big shield, or you can give everyone a small shield. So we want creature motif. Go ahead and remove all of these. Start reading it all. Start reading all of these so that way we can figure them all out. These are definitely set. There's creature motif, which is already palm motif. Okay. According to this, it cycles. It goes in the order of palm motif and then wing motif. And living muse triggers it. Be executed when creature motif. Okay. Put you down there for now. All right, and here's the skill that triggers when you do the palm motif. Here's weapon motif, which is already a hammer motif. Steel Muse summons it. Here's Hammer Stamp. Blizzard in Cyan and Blizzard 2 in Cyan. According to these, we need to be under the effect of subtractive palette to use these, so that's where this comes in. Grants three stacks of subtractive palette. Probably better to have them like that. Here's landscape motif, which just defaults to starry sky. And Scenic Muse triggers it. Then here's Holy in White. Only be executed while under the effect of white paint, but can't be executed while under the effect of monochrome tone. That's all I can assign to that. Yeah, these are the ones that I can assign onto a hot bar. Yeah, I have to be level 88 for this one. I have to be 90 for this one. 92 and then 100. Yeah, the max level in this game now is 100. I should have mentioned that earlier. Ah, okay. Arrow and green, or fire and red becomes arrow and green while we are under aether hues. And an arrow in green becomes water and blue. So under the effect of subtractive palette and aether hue, then Blizzard and Cyan becomes stone and yellow, which then becomes thunder and magenta. Got hammer brush at 86, polishing hammer at 86, claw motif at 96, maw motif at 96, clawed muse at 96, and retribution of the Madine. Ah, that's what these are here. Okay, so those have to be cycled. But yeah, I think we got it all bound up here. Just have to try to play around with it, I guess. And then roll, we got Addle, Sleep, Lucid Dreaming, Swift Cast. Know how good Sleep's ever gonna be. We'll keep it on there just in case. Cool. Now I gotta go into the UI or HUD layout and move this stuff down here. You know what? I think that'd probably be better to have that up above. It makes more sense to put it here. Yeah, that looks a little better. Right. I think the next thing I want to do is see if we can get a different weapon. See if we can get a level 80 weapon that has a higher eye level. Ectomancer's arms. Oh, there's none existing. That's understandable. Oh, there's some level 91s. Oh, here's the level 82 one right here. Of course, people are asking exorbitant prices for them. I guess we won't worry about that for now. Go talk to that Moogle and see what the first job quest of this is. I like that hat. Mind over Manor. Now you literally embody the soul of the Pictomancer, Kupo. Pictomancer's brush may look like a big paintbrush, and in fact a stylized variety of staff. That said, you're probably wondering why we don't just use staves. Put simply, it's much easier to bring your imagination to life through the medium of art. Magic, brushes, and ink allow a pictomancer to express abstract thoughts in a deliberate manner, Kupo. As I mentioned, though, it's ultimately your imagination that matters the most. With the wisdom of pictomancers past at your disposal, you already possess the artistic skills you require. Now, as much as I would love for you to get painting right away, there is something else we must do first. We must go to Nophiga's altar and apologize to the hero you mentioned. And by we, I mean me. Off we go. Oh, my friend isn't noticing me. That's okay. Okradanya. We're gonna go here. Person who started this whole shenanigan. Love of elementals, no more complaints. I beg your pardon, adventurer. That Moogle there, is that perhaps? Indeed, I am the one who caused you much trouble. It was my intention to do so, and I come to beg forgiveness, Kupo. Oh, I see. As you appear to be genuinely remorseful, all I ask is you refrain from aggressive solicitations henceforth. Agreed? Have my word, Kupo. Now that I've found a capable pictomancer, my soliciting days are over. I'm relieved to hear it. With those battles settled, I may turn my attention to another situation. Oh, and what situation might this be? Stressing noises coming from an empty manor in the Gentry's ward. Fiends are believed to be haunting the cellar, and the night clamor is keeping the surrounding residents awake. Oh, sounds like a job for the Pictomancer. Fiends, you say? Trick here will deal with them, Kupo. Wait, what? Remember, it is in the spirit of the Pictomancer to lend a helping hand, to shine the light of hope for those in need. It's also a welcome opportunity to put your newfound skills to the test. Rest assured I'll be there to offer sage advice with every wing flap of the way. Yeah, sure. Offer of aid is kind indeed, and I accept with thanks. The Gentry's ward is situated just past Apkalu Falls. Proceed there when you are ready. And ready we are, aren't we, Crick? Let the Pictomancy training begin, Kupo. The Pictomancy training? Oh yeah, we already went through that though. Just telling me that we've learned everything up to level 80. Yeah, I'll have to lower the stream settings for next time. I don't like how it's skipping. Running just fine on my end. It's just I'm seeing in the stream preview the action is a little choppy. have to be level. We're forced to be level 80, and our item level has to be 525. Yeah, Goopo, I sense monsters lurking below. Before we charge in, allow me to expound upon the fundamentals of pictomancy. First, paint a motif to canvas. Only then can you bring it to life. Try making a palm motif. Now to unleash it upon your foes. Magic's on that striking dummy and summon your palm muse. Nice. Now give me your best wing motif. Now you may invoke your winged muse. Ah, I see. Okay, so it strings it together like that. Basically do that. And then you can do Mog of the Ages, because from making a palm motif and a wing motif, you now summon a Moogle. So the hammer motif is another form of damage I can do, while the Starry Sky motif is a buff. And now we're free to do whatever we want. Nice. Oh, I see. We're in a... We had a couple charges of that. Okay. And from doing that, we can now do subtractive palette. Allows us to do Blizzard and Cyan. Holy and White. All right, yeah. How did that go, Reno? I hope it went well. Must be fine if you're tuning in. Okay, I see what we're doing here now. Went very, very, very well. Also found out you had triple hernia. Oh, shit. But hey, at least the hernias are gone now. See how this cycle works now. Then we can cast Holy and White 5 times. We can spam these attacks to give 2 stacks of this, which then allows us to spam these, which then using these generates this, and then we can use this 3 times or 5 times. Surgery done and all that got discharged. Nice. That's good. Good to your surgery went well. A healing thing? No, Pictomancer is a DPS class, a magical DPS class. It does have access to, I think it does have access to some form of healing. Not in the roll actions. Oh no, it does kind of have some. At level 100, you get the ability Star Prism, which deals damage to enemies, but in a 30 yalm radius. Any party members restore HP. That's kind of neat. And Starry Sky motif. That's a buff. Which that increases damage dealt by self and nearby party members by 5%. Yeah, so the class has a buff and a healing ability, but not crazy like an actual healer. Or that's pretty much their shtick. Now I kind of want to change these, now that we see how that works. Yeah, I would say, well, I think in how it'll be applied during a fight, it probably more like a supplemental kind of thing. And I have myself my own little barrier. Doesn't last long though, like 10 seconds. I think we're ready. Go beat up some fiends. I see. Okay. They all ran away. action going on over there. Now that's an obnoxious noisemaker, Kupo. Grasp the basis, I'll leave you to your pictomancy. Show that Spriggan what for. On those casting times. Duty complete. Probably should have took the mask off. Well done, Crick. I knew you'd make an excellent pictomancer from the first. I have the soul crystal to thank for that. Show of skill, yet you remain so humble. I tip my palm to you, Kupo. In any case, with those clamorous fiends gone for good, the residents can rest easy once more. Come, let's quit this place. The dampness doesn't agree with my fur. Oh, I don't want to hide headgear. I want to just the visor. There we go. That way you can see my face and not the burb. Outing. Have I played any of the Yokai Watch games? I don't think I have. I was kind of tempted to get one of them when they came out, but then I just didn't bother. Oh, I remember actually trying out the demo for it, and I couldn't get the hang of the game. Part and adventurer, you grasp the fundamentals quickly, as well you should, Kupo. Archon Realm didn't urge her disciples to roam the star for their own amusement, you know. Wished for them to intimately understand the wider world, to journey to lands unknown and savor every discovery. To revel in sensations, emotions, and yes, even danger. These experiences enrich the palette of the imagination, making one's pictomancy all the more vibrant, Kupo. first one years ago. For some reason, gave up on it. Not really sure why. Yeah, yeah. Yokai Watch didn't, unfortunately, never really caught on all that much here in the West. I hear it's still going and it's still fairly popular in Japan. But yeah, when it came over to the West, there were a couple game. There were a video game. There was an anime. There was the toy line, and that was it. The video games kind of kept going, but the anime and the toy line, unfortunately, didn't last very long. I began to worry you and came to see whether all was well. Dare I hope you've dealt with the fiends? Yeah, it's still pretty popular in Japan. Wonderful, wonderful. With this, all outstanding matters of concern have been addressed, and like the residents of the Gentry's ward, I too may sleep soundly once more. Both have my heartfelt gratitude. May the matron keep you wheresoever you go. You should go. I can't read. See how happy we made him? That's the power of pictomancy for you. Yeah. This is only the beginning. As part of your training, you and I shall travel near and far, searching for those in need just as Archon Realm did. Mustn't forget our promise either. Before we take to the road, I'd like to see if the locals know anything about my friend. In the meantime, I bid you dedicate yourself to honing your skills, Kupo. Proper chance and get Yokai Watch 2. Yeah, that's fair. Quest complete. There. And now we need to be level 83 for the next job quest. Which we're still chilling at 80. All right. Well, that was an hour so far. Let's see here. $5.15 stuff. I think that my plan was to actually try to see if I can get this Pictomancer to 90, and then that way I can do the main scenario. Yeah, because I have to be level 90 for that. That way I can try to do Dawntrail as a Pictomancer. The Wave Bird. That's the wireless GameCube controller. Wait time. Oh, more than 30 minutes. Dear Lord. Guess I won't be doing any grinding. Of course, that's for high level dungeon. About leveling. No, leveling is also screwed. Wavebird clone got it for the Wii. Nice. Well then, I suppose what we'll have to do then, while we wait for that to trigger, go back to being a summoner and start the new story quest. Apparently there's going to be more than 30 minutes for me to actually get a party or a duty happening, so And you're selling your GameCube because you got the red Wii? Yeah, because the Wii is backwards compatible with the GameCube. Nice, here's the level 89 relic. Do a tray for Wii games. Yeah. If the GameCube's functioning or in good working order, then you should be able to get some value out of it. Be able to score a couple Wii games. A new world to explore. Your passage to Tyrol aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go inform your travel companion? Should only take a moment. Roll waiting list number 42. Boy, that's going to be a long wait. Here we are in the good old main hall where the last main story pretty much took place. We have more main story to do. Winds and Kryl. Joe gave us the good news. We're made ready to set sail at a moment's notice. Only one yet to arrive is Erenville himself. Erenville and Wuklamat. You're all here. Some persuasion, but the Gleaner's Guild ship had granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Tyrol. The other passengers, research and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Erenville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. Yeah, Kryl will be joining us, and she assumes the class of Pictomancer. I'll cast it off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now is the time to voice them. I'm going to call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Tyrol, yes? Not forgotten. Nation of Turiol is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Elfinode and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Tyrol, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsabard. I will pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. All I ask, otherwise you're welcome to do as you like. You're wondering what race Wuklamat is. She is a female Hrothgar, which is a new race that's added to the game through Dawntrail. Hrothgar were added back in Endwalker, but a lot of people wanted to see female Hrothgar, so they showed up for this expansion. Wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Kryl? Yes, as far as we can determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation or archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa, get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I am part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as guide. Playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Hoist sail and let the wind take us where she please. We won't make you dawn servant by standing here and talking about it. I go wheresoever adventure is to be found. Pick that one. That's what they tell me. Right then, if all are still committed to the journey, I say we make ready to depart. Oh, waiting list number 1. Switch back to Pictomancer. That should pop any minute now. If food on me that increases EXP? Oh, they all do. The reason we're doing this is so we can get some EXP. Now it's just a little, like, chunk of wood. Doesn't even have the paint on it. I'm just now noticing the glistening, or the glitter in my character's eyes, because another thing this expansion has done is overhauled the graphics. Now the game looks a lot prettier and the lighting is a little better. That could be the reason why it's also why it's also choppy in recording. That's what's going on. We're at the top of the roll waiting list, but it's probably going to take 30 minutes for it to actually pop. Oh yeah, this guy's already level 90. Give me money, please. No, you don't get any money. Neverwinter Nights. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Never. Dragons. I remember hearing about it in the past, but I don't think I ever played it. I do remember playing Baldur's Gate 2 for some time. It's kind of similar. Damn, this duty roulette. It says I'm on the top of the list, but I literally is going to take 30 minutes for it to actually pop. Hate it. I give this some time, but I guess not. Would love to see Final Fantasy XIV on the Switch. Oh god. I don't think the Switch could even handle this game. Give it a couple more minutes and see if it'll actually pop soon. I don't want to talk to Aaronville just yet, because if I talk to him and it pops in the middle of whatever cutscenes we're going to be running into, then we might get in trouble. You can still dream. Now, if you had one of those fancy Steam decks, then you could probably play this game on it. I don't know if it would be any good, but it's there. Yeah, this shit ain't popping anytime soon. Hell with that. Much as I would love to get this Pictomancer leveled so I can actually... Oh, I know him. He's not on my friends list, but he is a friend. Yeah. As much as I want to get this Pictomancer to the level necessary to do the MSQ, I can't sit here and wait 30 minutes to do just that. Leveling it's probably going to have to be off stream. All right, cutscene time. Should be voiced at this point.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels.
Yeah, way to bring down the whole mood, Aaronville.
Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bluthesvin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
I love how he pronounced the last name.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough, disappointing me so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
Oh, better get on.
It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
Yeah, I'm Gucci.
And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Kettenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Waklamat.
But you get down off there before you slip. Here's the nice big map of the world. That's where we sailed off from, Old Charlian. We're heading to right here. Alphino getting some reading in.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
That voice does not fit that character.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession.
Tuliolal. Don't remember how that's pronounced.
Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Yeah, like when are we gonna get there? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
He probably did. Now we get to move about. But Kryl again. Lizzie wants to fight. His first visit to Tyrol. His name's Aesthetics and Oldall, you see, but my employment with them came to an end. I visited Charlene in hopes of starting over while I was attempting and failing to find a new job. I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger has suddenly opened up. Well, the Dawn Servant welcomes all, regardless of origin, so Uli Yolal seemed like a perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. Keep an eye out for him. Oh, nice. This is the lady responsible for Aaronville getting us passage onto this boat. Here, I presume. I'm a merchant myself based in Oldall, especially imports and exports, Eorzean and Turali both. This is your first crossing the salt, as they say. Do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this, it is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by their names of certain clans. For the Mikote, the Estaro, the Rolfgard, the Xbral. Not because every member of a given clan is of the same race mind, but many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. Okay, so people are not referred to by their race, but by their clan. Barrier generator to protect it from storms. Nice. Do you want to make a wager? We take a bet on who'll be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants to the right of succession. Your young Wuklamat being one of them. But from what a Mamul job bloke was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the third promise. Hey, we can go back to old Charlene just by clicking on this. Just have these 2 left to talk to. As I want to retrace the historic journey of the great Ketenrim. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tyrol almost 80 years ago. Oljaw's leader is said to have welcomed him with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. The real treasure was the crops he brought back, potatos, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. Grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. Returned to Tyrol several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage and was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. Now, that is a shame. Here's a Mamulja. I see you in Eorzea before, you great and famous hero. I haven't enough playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tyrol, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our warband have fallen, so we head home to lick our wounds. Yeah, Mumwooljar aren't a new species. They're plentiful. Let's see here. It was Limsalumen out. La Nausicaa, yeah. I think it was yeah. Yeah, around this area. Upper La Nausicaa, they're quite prevalent in that area. They come in one-headed and two-headed varieties. Yeah, I learned a lot of stuff. Well, I learned that about the clan names. We should have Whoop, Lamat, and Aaronville teach us the ones we should know. Getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Yeah, too cold. Cutscene. It's raining. Like a storm's brewing. Oh.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
The kitty has
How's your
ship
stomach? Any better?
sickness. Seasickness, I don't know.
I don't know.
Seasick,
What you
there
mean?
we go.
I don't get seasick.
Oh, you are now.
I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Aaronville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
Nona.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name.
Oh, that's a shame.
As for my mother,
Ooh. Oh,
Oh dear.
it's going down.
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
Off to the rescue. You three just chill right there.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself.
Oh. This ship has...
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning.
Yeah. Ship has nothing to fear. The Warrior of Light is on there.
What an extraordinary life he must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease. Voklama, too, threw herself into the rescue effort, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
Yeah. Poor girl's still seasick.
By By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Haven't even reached the title drop yet. Thanks to the helmet, you can't tell if I'm actually sleeping. Look at me go. Oh, they gotta be bright.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air?
I'd rather be sleeping.
Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Herbs.
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
That's a relief.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down.
Oh.
Easy, stomach. Easy.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Yeah, let's shove off. Yes. I'm a dwarf. Alright, this has to be the title drop.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Oh, now it's doing the trailer in this.
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
Oh, she took the hat off.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
Now we get to see her kitty ears. There it is, Tural. And there's the title drop. Dawntrail, Tulioya. It's colorful.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
Yeah, they look like Vanu from Dravania, but they're a lot more colorful.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihiola are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
Important people.
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next Dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tulihiola?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
Hey Nathan, thanks for cricket tuning in. I appreciate it. How you doing tonight? Here, I'm hydrated. Thank you for the redeem.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Then we're suddenly lost in a sea of people. And now we've got free reign to look around. Oh, there's some ships in the distance over there. Another friend. They're busy playing triple triad though. Good tonight. It was rainy where you live today, so it was more chill. Oh, that's nice. It was a nice sunny day for us here. Wasn't too hot. The city any time by speaking with the sailor in Scholar's Harbor. That or we can attune ourselves to the Aetherite and just teleport. Oh boy, this gives us our first piece of level 90 eye level 645. A Vivi costume? It's a dwarf. It does kind of look like Vivi, but it's a separate entity. Only played in B Final Fantasy IX. Oh. Still a bit queasy. Tries to get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. Here I should very much like to explore, and I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Oh, more people. Wondering who these strange folk were, so the third promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers. Diplomat, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick, no, sir. Handpicked entourage here. I recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. Sounds lovely. A group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. I enjoy it so much when you do. Good day to you then, third promise. Did have a point. Oklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? Just we move in two groups so as to attract less attention. Technically ignoring me then. Rick, you and Kyle can come with me. I'll take the twins then. On your wanderings. And Kryl is worried. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wooklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Nope. I just blast her with a healing spell. She'll be fine. About the harbor. Reefs and the coastal waters explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers. Traffic is from Dawntrail, the southern landmass. Lands there produce various goods for export. Now it's giving us a refresher on the following thing. Yeah, here, Nathan. This person's got a person here's got a minion that's similar to Vivi, called Gigi. There's your Vivi reference. Well, I'm dressed up more like the dwarves of Final Fantasy, specifically from Final Fantasy IV. Eastside Bevy, largest marketplace. Fresh to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Mention that here in Tuliolol, we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu Pelu created. Don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your bill. There's also Wachu Meki Meki, I guess. Another market east to here, but that can wait for another time. Already got people. Oh, this person's doing something with materia. But we already got one person crafting up a storm in there. Hunts. The market board. Livery Moogle. You think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have aetherites and blue lolial? That's what that giant crystal there is. Brother Koana spent 3 years studying in Charlotte. Go attuned to the aetherite. This will allow us to teleport to this place. Then if we attune ourselves to all the aetherites scattered about, we can teleport to all these places. We gotta go this way instead. There are winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. Further up. To the 8th right. There. Now we can teleport to this spot. Right? Plume Post. Soldier station here are responsible for defending Loyal, serving the peace. This guard are led by our nation's strongest warriors, so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago when Zoral Ja took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to. I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Oh no, at least they should be around to hear it too. Go this way. Palace. Massive, isn't it? On the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yokhoi. Strictly speaking, Toral is actually two separate continents. Yok-Toral, the southern lands of the mother, and Zak-Toral, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Let's just say it used to be one great landmass, but long ago the two gods fought a titanic battle. One threw the other to the ground, with the impact so devastating as to split the continent in twain. In a sounding tale, I'm put to mind the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. Getting back to Zak-Toral, those lands are also part of the Tuliolol nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. Many clans of Toral have been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. That's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Yeah, sorry. Crossing the bridge to Zak-Toral requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. Promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. I'll hold you to that. Never broken my word. Once the throne is mine, the travel permit is yours. Oh boy. Half the city by now. There's our whip. That's for our weapon. Now we have a Lobo Skin Grimoire. which compared to my Mandervillis index, it's absolute crap. All right, onward. Trying to see how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. Originally site of a Yokhoi temple, the giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Dawntrail. He is the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. After they withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tyrol. He added artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through this Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliolal. I'm Knees. To go all the way over to this spot, but there's a conversation spot for along the way. Oh, look at him! Oh, look at him play with the child, giving him uppies. Go up. Palace. Bullock Shunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. That carving on the top represents. People are already jumping to their deaths. The freight. Manner of people live here. We have residents from all the Yoktoro clans. Mamulja, Sprawl, Pelupelu, Moblin, Hanu. Those have Tonawata. Saro and Chatona, who moved from south. In essence, is a gathering of people from every corner of Tyrol. A representation of Tulilol's diverse character. Dormants on each building attribute to the collective cultural aesthetic. It's all so beautiful. More walking. Huge drum. Ah, that. A Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions like honoring the Land Guard's return from a dangerous duty. Tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think it was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. Seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? Oh shit, we got alpacas. Alpacas are finally in the game. Here are dirigibles. Not bad, huh? Other nations use airships to sail the skies, but only find balloons here. We have them for the exact reason as the Aetherites. Anna bought back the plans from Charlene, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Now we head for the Arch of the Dawn. At the Arch of the Dawn. Once we're still here, it was known as the Yoktorol Landgate. This gate is Kozama Uka, a wetland south of the city. Depending on what the right of succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Clone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Those are alpacas. Here's some four-legged fiends. Fearsome, they seem quite placid to me. Learn soon enough, Krile. You'll learn soon enough. Bet you she has difficulty actually riding on an alpaca. To learn the history of Tuliyoyal, look no further. These stone pillars you need. At glance, they may look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see that there's something much more interesting. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. Ooh, that one's blank. Pictures. Wait, no, these are glyphs. Tell serious stories, many of them featuring a two-headed mammal jaw. Oh, then this must be right. It follows the exploits of my father, Ulu Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuli Yola Saga. Deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. No better way to learn how Tuliyollal came to be. Study them as long as you like. Play of Brotherhood. Depicts a scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer Ket something. I can never remember his name. You mean Ketenram? Ah, that's the one. His arrival in Turiol has prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. The two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood. No one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Wonder if he'll, like, reappear or something. Play of Reeds. Story when Papa visited the Hanu in their village in Ozamauka. Ah, the people Alphinaud almost mistook for Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. Spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise you took a bit interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year. Very famous and a lot of fun. Play of Repast. Probably tell the figure depicted here is of the Sprawl, like me. For decades, the Sprawl and the Mamulja were at war for control of the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took at the end to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuliyollal. The clan of Hrothgar and Balja, known as the Hellions. In their society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Here in Tyrol, the Sprawl men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. Play of Pots depicts the Moblins of Kozamaoka. They might wear odd masks, sound weirdly muffed when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere else. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Surely the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Turali counterparts. We did see a moblin in that cutscene, and they looked very much like the goblins back in Eorzea. View the second half of the pillars. The Lay of Gold. Shows one of the Pelu. Homeland is in Kopacha. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Tuliol's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tyrol. Let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beef masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Play of Ice. Fix the battle with the legendary Tyrol Vidral Valley Garmanda. Oh, that's an Esper or a primal in this. Tyrol Vidral is a creature that's lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to supernatural power. I can't read that. Hard to describe the Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valley Garmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tyrol every time it stirred from its slumber. 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral, and sealed it away in the mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valley Garmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness in Tuliol's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. Lay of Proof. That big fellow is of the Yok Hui, the largest of Tyrol's peoples. Giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yok Tyrol. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northward, setting their sights on Zak Tyrol. You'll recall the massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching the northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Kopacha. I've never seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on the mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Tyroli history? And then the last one is a blank pillar. Oh, this one's unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliol's history, whatever that might be. Probably after the succession. Yeah, that's enough history. Glad to hear it. I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprise as they're seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. Bite of a local delicacy. Oh boy. Time to eat. We're going to run over here and get the aetheryte. Tells me I didn't get dirigible landing. I didn't even see that when we were up there. wanted to double check which ones I actually touched. Ah, okay. This is just the upper level. Have you had tacos? They're a Tuliyolo classic. Crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at Olive Tia. I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with whole Brook of. Oh. I only went downstairs to take a look, but I guess we have to go downstairs anyway.
Brook Evo!
Brook Evu. That's how you pronounce it.
My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Oh.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Maybe it does exist. We just haven't seen it yet. 16 hours
Now
later.
to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
Yes. Oh.
Oh.
Aww.
Oh.
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh. No.
I don't know these ones.
New salt. Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it.
Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor. Glory on your name, brother. And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihyolal. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
Or I'm gonna kick your ass, because I'm the warrior of light.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense. Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubico and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Oh. Hold that
Enjoying
thought.
the tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamat know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
Those ones are still good, just a little more flat than you'd want a taco to be.
So it goes.
Gotta go all the way up there. Ew. See if I can make my way over to this one right here and get that attuned. And we'll walk up there. That doesn't reach. This way. The resplendent quarter should be closer. Just saw Taylor Swift. I didn't know she played this game. There. We're now attuned to all the shards in this place. And there's a big ass crowd of people. Here, now we got a coffer. They'll give us a chess piece. No cotton coat of casting. Yeah. And it unfortunately is stronger than my Void Moon coat of casting, so now we look ugly. But we fix it in our glamour plate. Actually, since I have that open, I should probably get the materia taken out of that. On speaking to Erinville, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Oh, we got the time. I hope we have the time. Wins the city as best I could in a short time. It has made it rather difficult. Invariably something would catch their eye, spurring to run down the alley to investigate. We didn't do nothing. Charlian had the same effect on me. And then, by the time we saw the inside of the palace, Papa will want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. And how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. Time for some cutscenes. Oh. It's Estinian. He's battling the guy we're supposed to talk to.
Estinian? When did he get here?
More to the point, why is he here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian's crossing blades with.
Everyone flinches but me.
That would do, Spearman. I would receive my darling daughter.
Sup?
Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that man there.
I can kick your ass.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Taral.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Oh. When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonash.
It's Erenville now, Don Servant.
Oh, Ernville has an actual name.
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! Old tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the rite is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
Guess Estinian's not sticking around.
The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona. The third promise, Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Jaja. You four will compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young, and so I look to the always for inspiration. The rite of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamunja at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against. Oh, though it seems the one-head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
No, that shut him up.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural and find the City of Gold.
Oh.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend. But after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
Are you for us proof, my unbroken word? For I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
Remember, he has 2 eyes per head.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliobal. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions. And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
Five hours later, because that's probably how long it took for him to go down that hallway and back. Ah, same inscriptions as that were on those pillars. Guess we have to recreate the history.
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne.
So you gotta work for it.
Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja as successor and be done with it.
The rite of succession begins now. I'll be watching your progress with great interest. And Clemens, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
Everyone gets a set. Not the set that they were carrying. They keep that for themselves.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time. I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession.
So in other words, if Kral wasn't going to help Wook Lamont, then he would have actually told her. She's going to have to work for it.
But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
More cutscene. This is a lengthy one. So lengthy, I think OBS almost hung itself up.
To change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
Drop any frames. That's the good thing. Only just missed and skipped some frames.
Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Oh, Aaronville.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
I want to see where this journey leads.
So you are committed to your path?
Damn straight.
I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Yeah, elaborate on that if you don't mind.
Here they come! It's Saralja! Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise.
Our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Serelja. Take heart, tiller of the soil. The resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas. Soralja, the first promise and commander of the landscape. Serelja, the palace seer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gulul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists.
Oh. So if he claims the throne, he's going to go do some invading.
This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Ah.
Cryon, are you all right?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Interesting how Kryle just got an echo vision while we didn't.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier. The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the rite of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studio.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlia. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser Claymans. Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your deity.
Well said, brother.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Oh, he'll ruin the peace of Tuliolal.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
I don't like how the crowd's dispersing. Wow. Much for a crowd for poor Wooklamot.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wooklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies. It's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Did you know Wooklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise? I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
We're also listening to you.
It's fine. More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wooklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Here we go. Alright, I think it's probably high time I actually wrap this up, because it is getting very late for me. I should probably go to bed soon. Think here. I get to the Aetheryte Plaza. Then probably off stream. We fall to our death. Thankfully, you can't die in towns. That would have been a death fall right there. All right, so yeah, that's going to be the end of the stream. Pretty late for me. That off. I am going to try to do another stream on tomorrow, Saturday, where I'll probably just play some more of this. Where we'll continue on the MSQ, and hopefully the queue times in leveling our Pictomancer aren't crazy. Do stick around though, because I would like to send you guys out on a raid. Which, to be honest, I'm probably just going to raid. Cider Spider raided me a long time ago. He plays Final Fantasy XIV as well. And oh no. Let's sure. Either that, or we could raid Rare again, but she's playing Elden Ring. I'd rather we kept the Final Fantasy XIV happening. He's also celebrating his stream anniversary. Apparently, it's his partner anniversary. So if you want to give him a congrats on that, go for it. Oh yeah, feel free to join in that raid. I'm sure he'd appreciate it, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So again, next stream will be tomorrow, same time, 10 p.m. Eastern. We'll play a little bit more Final Fantasy XIV. So with all that said, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good night. Hope to see you all tomorrow. And please enjoy Cider Spider.